It's a great night because we got Marvin Mims in the house. Super excited about this. I've had two guys on my list all year. You and Jaleel. I got Jaleel, now I got Marvin. We're feeling good about this. Marvin, you've really quickly become a fan favorite. I'm curious, do you feel the love? What's been your reception from Broncos country?
Yeah, it's been great. Even with this season, the way it started, kind of down. But I feel like for the most part, they've always been there, always been loud. And it's pretty cool coming from a huge college to now to here. Because you can definitely feel it from here versus like visiting other places and away games. It's just the impact that they make is a huge impact on the game.
What did you notice in that Chiefs game? Because I'll be honest, that fourth quarter, that was the loudest I've heard the stadium, honestly, in a long time in a fourth quarter of a game.
Yeah, I noticed big time. I mean, it kind of feels like college again, just everyone all rowdy, loud. So it was a lot of fun. I absolutely loved it.
That's awesome. Well, one thing that we all want, fans, media, it doesn't matter who you are, we're like, more Marvin, we want more Marvin. Sean Payton said that he's working on that. But for you, has it been hard to stay patient? Because when you do get the ball, you always make something happen. So is it hard to stay patient as the role will hopefully grow? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, especially, having early success in the beginning of your career, you just kind of get eager for more. But then, we got other good guys on the team too. And then it's also just my first year, just midway through the first season. So I got hopefully a lot of football left to play in my career.
Oh, a lot left, but we want more. We want more now. But Sean Payton did say this week you were on the top of his list on his notepad to get more involved. What does that look like?
I'm not sure. Hopefully that's all types of different looks, different packages. I mean, we got really good guys in the receiving room and then really great running backs. So I feel like with this offense, we have so many playmakers. And just to spread the ball around and stuff like that, it's been working lately. So I feel like we're going to keep doing that and just keep rolling with it.
You mentioned the running backs. Obviously, the run game's really got going, especially in that Chiefs game. So as a receiver, obviously, we know you guys want the ball. But do you like it when you see the run game really get going like that? Does it help you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as long as the run game's going, especially a guy like me, that can take the top off of defense. Just seeing that, the safeties have to come and respect it, so I can open up a lot in the pass game.
Well, and then let's talk about the return game as well, because I feel like not everybody wants to be a returner, but man, are you good at it. What is the keys to being such a good returner?
I think the big part about it is just patience, just knowing when you have your opportunity and knowing when you don't, especially at punt return with fair catches and things like that. And also just having great guys around you that want to be able to block. There's not a lot of units out there in the NFL that want to block, but I feel like we have a really good, well-coached unit and a great group of guys that go out there and put it on the line for me so I can go make those big plays.
I feel like there's been a couple times where it was almost a house call. Do you feel it when it's almost there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It sucks even worse, like going to look at it on film, just one block away or one cut away. But we're working on it. We're going to keep doing the same thing we're doing. I mean, it's working great.
It'll come. And one thing I feel like that I've heard from a couple guys say is the mentality of this team, kind of a quiet confidence. Back-to-back wins coming off this bye. You beat the Chiefs. What is this mentality now heading into Buffalo?
Yeah, I mean, just to go there and, similar to when we played the Chiefs, a really good AFC team, really, really great group of, great defense, great offense, great quarterback, arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And, we're going away this time. We're not going to be at home. So just to kind of just go in there, play our game, limit turnovers, force turnovers, just play the game of football and just play our game. Don't let them impact what we do.
You talk about taking the top off. Boy, do you do that. Have you always been fast, or did you get faster in your college career?
I've always been fast, especially being a freshman in college. That was the one thing I knew how to do was run, so I just did it to the best of my ability.
All right, so I got to ask, who's faster? Because I asked Jaleel, and at first he was like me, and then he's like, no, I'm going to give it to Marv, and he was so nice about it. Who's faster?
If we're going straight line, I might say me.
Okay.
But if it's getting in and out of cuts and stuff, it's definitely Jaleel.
Okay.
Definitely Jaleel.
You guys are just so nice. I wanted one of you to be like, it's me. No, I love it. Speedster for sure. What's it like been working with Russ?
Yeah, it's been great. The first thing, is just he's played a lot of years in the NFL.
Yeah.
So being able to be, a rookie under him, it's been amazing. I've learned so much, what he's done in the past, all types of stuff. So I'd say that was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Just learning from him, knowing what he's seen in the past, knowing what he likes to do, and just kind of adjusting to that.
That's great. And then, of course, you got a couple great vets in Courtland, Sutton, Jeudy. What have you kind of learned from those guys in your early days?
Yeah, really the biggest thing is just knowing how to watch film, knowing how to, just them. They've played a lot of these DBs we've been playing all season. So just hearing what they have to say about them, how it translates to games and stuff like that. And also they're just really cool dudes to be around. We spend a lot of time together. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
That's great. One thing I can say, it feels like the chemistry is great on this team right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. All right, we got a lot more coming up here on the Football Blitz for you, but getting drafted, getting taken in the second round, was it everything you expected? Was it different? What was your draft experience like?
It was a little bit different. You know, I was kind of like questionable about coming to Denver for a little bit just because we had such a great receiving room, you know, with KJ and Tim and Jeudy and Court. So I didn't really know much of what I was going into.
Yeah.
And the big talk was like Sean Payton, like you're his guys, blah, blah, blah. So it was like a big question mark what I was coming into. But just when I got here, you know, those guys actually like brought me in. I mean, me and KJ were real close. You know, I was basically on his hip all the time. And it was actually kind of cool. You know, I didn't expect him to be like that towards me. You know, it's such a weird thing, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and they were just so welcoming to me, and I really appreciate them for it.
That's cool. We love KJ. We miss KJ. And you know, you mentioned that the room has changed so much with Tim going down, with KJ. What has it been like kind of finding your role as it has really changed so much?
Yeah, it's been kind of tough. You know, just, I mean, even for a minute, Jeudy was down, so I had to step up too then, and it's just been kind of tough because so much is changing in front of you, especially with, you know, from camp, the cuts and all that stuff, and that's my first time experiencing it, so it's kind of weird. But, you know, Jeudy, Court, and even Tim, you know, they're always in my ear. You know, even on the sideline during games, like, hey, stay in it, your chance is coming, your opportunity's coming. So that's like a big thing for me, just them not letting me like kind of get out of it mentally and make sure I'm always prepared when my time does come.
And that's a great point. How do you stay ready? Because, right, that's feels like the hardest thing to do in sports. How do you stay ready? Yeah,
just kind of just be dialing. I mean, especially in football, you don't get many opportunities. You know, it's not like basketball or anything else. Like, you only get maybe one or two plays when you can actually do what you want to do, do what you need to do for the team. So just kind of staying in the game, being aware of everything, having talks with your teammates on the sideline. It's really tough, but at the end of the day, I mean, football is a very different sport than the rest. Yeah, well, we know it's coming, and every little bit of Marvin we get, we want more. So hopefully we get a lot more. We got